What's going on, traders? It's your boy Matt, back at it again with another trading recap video. I know I haven't uploaded a video on YouTube for a couple of days, but if you're interested on how much money I'm making on a daily basis, jump on my chat room because I stream live all of my trades, the ins and outs. I actually share this whole screen so you'd be able to see live when I'm going in and out and how much money I'm making. Anyway, yesterday's trade, I finished the day up $800. On Friday, I was actually down $300. So the market has been a little bit choppy lately. But today, as you guys can see right here, I am up $1,117, which is pretty good. And I'll put the link down below for the chat room if you're interested in joining. Anyway, let's just get right into it. The first stock we're going to be talking about is EYEG. As you guys can see, this thing really came up from, $29 all the way to $47. Waited for a pullback and I entered there. I took profit there. I got back in again and then I took profit there. So I didn't really hold it for a bigger move and I wasn't going bigger share size. So the first one I made $72 and the second entry from there to there I made about $137, which is pretty good. The next one we will be talking about is CCRC. This one right here actually was a really good trade, pre-market gapper, gapped up a little bit here, and market open, it actually went into an upside hold. And the mistake that I made here is I kind of got this weakness right here. I shorted into that, which was kind of a bit of a mistake because that was an early entry. And it kept going higher, I kept averaging up. And when it came here, I completely got out of it. I had to cut it right there. And that's where this $382 loss came from. Right, I had to eat it up there. But I waited for backside. I let it go into an upside hold. I waited for weakness, a clear backside, and then I shorted right there. And I got out completely right there. I made the money back. But the problem is I still left a bunch of money on the table. I got out the best that I took. I mean, my entry point was here at $9, $9.20. This thing went all the way to $3. So, if you're going 400 shares, that's a decent amount of money right there. But I didn't manage to hold. That's one of the things that I didn't really do properly today. I didn't hold for a bigger move, kind of a bigger picture kind of moves. But it was a great trade all in all. And the other really good thing I did for this breakout, as you guys can see, completely got out of it. That's a cut out. Because once it cuts here over the highs of the pre-market right here, you don't know how high this is going to go. So what you got to do is you got to wait before you re-enter. You got to wait for a clear sign that it's a backside and you enter right there. This one right here was a mistake, especially nowadays with a lot of momentum. You should expect out of the hold they're not going to go down. You should expect them to push higher. The next one we'll be talking about is EQOS. This one is interesting. As you guys can see, I shorted right here, added right there, and I actually took profit right here, which is okay. And then I got back in here, and then I took profit right there. I got back in there, I took profit in there. The main reason why I shorted this is because of the daily chart. I mean, if you guys can see, it has a massive run for the last 3 days from $6 all the way to $14 area. And a pullback, this gives me a massive volume on this day, about 15 million, on this day about 9 million. So there's about 25 million volume in the last 3 days, right? So today, if after it gaps down, now this 25 million volume, some of the people will be losing. Long traders who bought in the 14 and the 13 and the 11 and the 10th would be down in their position because this was at $8. So when this thing decides to come back up, those people who bought at 10, now they break even. They were down about 2-3 grand. Now they'll be break even, so they will sell. So I was using that sell pressure to compete for my short position. But after hours, it kind of pushed back up. And even with this one, as you guys can see, I didn't really hold it. I could have held a lot longer. That was the best cover that I had. It was 990. This thing went to 950. So Left a bit of money on there as well, but I made an okay money on it. The next one we'll be talking about was EYEG. Now that was EYEG. This was the hot trick of the day. That this is what everybody was trading. I was really anticipating this was going to go higher. That's why I didn't short into this push market open. Anyway, pre-market gap up, as you guys can see, had a short, covered into that, and then short, covered into that, and then here I had a starter short, covered a little bit there, I added back, and I held it, covered a little bit, added, covered a little bit, added. So yeah, so I made maybe 300, 400 bucks out of that particular trade, but that was it. The next one we'll be talking about is, but this thing completely washed all day. I mean, you know, the best exit that I had was at $6.50. This thing went to $5. So I left $1.50 per share on the table. So if I was in 1,000 shares, that's 1,500 bucks that I left on the table. Anyway, so the next one we're going to be talking about was LMNL. This is another trade where it went parabolic. As you guys can see, into a halt. The one thing that I adjusted here was I didn't short right out of the gate. I expected this thing to push higher because that's what the other ones do. Especially lately with the momentum that we've been seeing. We've been seeing some crazy momentums lately. So with the momentum that we've been seeing, if something goes into a hold, out of the hold, it's not a short. You gotta wait let everybody exhaust themselves. Let them, you know, hit the front side. You don't want to hit the front side. You want to wait for clear backside and re-enter there. So as you guys can see, shorted into that, covered a little bit, added back, covered, and that was it. Made about almost 300 bucks out of that trade. The next one we're going to be talking about was, and then even this I didn't hold. So the best exit that I had was 550. This thing went about 470. So again, I left a lot of money on the table. That's been a theme of the day for me today, leaving a lot of money on the prop. And this is the one that I regret the most because I did not really capitalize on the trade. So same thing, went parabolic into a halt. Out of the halt, I saw weakness. I thought had it started, but I got out of it quick. You know, I shorted here again for the backside, shorted again, covered into this. Best exit that I had was here around like 380s, right? This thing went all the way to 280, so I left $1 per share, which is about $1,000 that I left on the table there. This one here again, I did it here, short out of that, but I didn't panic because I was using that as a guide. So this is a starter share size right here, and then I added right there. I took a little bit profit, I added back, took it here. The best exit that I had here was at 470. This thing went all the way to 350, so that's another 1,000. I mean, this thing went to 290. You know what I mean? I mean, my average was here around 520. So again, I left about $3,000 just on this trade, and about 1,000 or more on this trade. So I'm leaving a lot of money on the table, which is really frustrating because this was a really perfect trade. But as you guys, I was shorting great. I'm shorting the tops. But I'm not really holding the profits to the bottom. I really need to work on that. I think that's what I'll be focusing on tomorrow. The next one is NK. Now NK is a good trade. Shorted the pre-market here, got out early, a $14 area. But if you guys can see, it went to $11. Shorted here as well and got out pretty quick. So I shorted here because of the pre-market high. But it was holding on this dip so again bought up, so I got out. It pushed, and that is a slam dunk right there. I mean, but it is what it is. You know, the next one that we're going to be talking about is WBAI. This one is a very interesting as well. This one is the same thing. It went parabolic, shorted here, covered into that, shorted. But I didn't play the backside here. This is what I missed out on. In fact, pretty much in all of the trades that I took on this one, almost all of them were. I mean, had 3 losses and 2 gains on this particular trade. So, but I missed the money move right there. That was the backside money move. They pushed it over the highs and slam dunk. The last one we'll be talking about was YGMZ. Now this one here, the reason why I shorted this was same reason. As you guys can see, this was traded 20 million shares on Thursday. Big run up, smack down, and then today I shorted it as well, knowing that there will be probably, if this thing tried to push higher, there will be sellers that bought in the 16, 14, whatever. Right now it's at $7. So people who's been buying. In this, as you guys can see, I mean, the clear sign is 20 million volume. Out of those 20 million volume, there will be a decent amount of people who bought into the 12th, 13th, 14th that are down on their position and still hold it. So if this thing trying to push up, because now they're currently down on their position when it comes to their average, they suddenly break even, they tend to sell. So you want to compete to that as a short seller. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below, and also there is a link down below for a free chat room that I have on Discord if you want to jump, because I share my tradings live with all of the members in the chat room. So if you want to be part of that, that would be pretty cool. And also, and now enjoy the live trading footage. Thanks, guys. What's going on, traders? Welcome to the live trading part of my video. I didn't really record the whole trading session, but this is one of the trades that I recorded in ES. As you guys can see right here, I'm already up $700 on the day. I just got into a position of NES 300 shares with an average of 380. And now I'm holding it. This thing is dropping to the 370 area. So I'm looking in to cover a little bit, because this is just almost like a startup position. So that's what I'm focusing on at the moment. So I'm looking to cover half if it gives me a sudden drop. I'm up about $30 on it at the moment because my average is at 380. And this thing is in at the 370s area, and I'm looking to cover that. See how it does, because right now it's actually at a support level, and I want to know what it's going to do. So I'm trying to take some here. I took some profit here at 71 for a small 10 cents. That's pretty much nothing, but the share size that I went in to begin with is nothing anyway. So but my daily goal is about $1,000 a day. This is still in the morning, around 10:40, 10:50 area in the morning. So I still have all day to make that $300 that I need to get over my daily goal. So I'm not in a rush to go, bigger share size or anything like that. So guys, this is the screen that I'll be sharing. You actually will be able to see all of this happening in live, in the chat room that I have on Discord. As I said before, I'll put the link down below. So if you want to pop in and actually, watch me trade, as you can see right here, it would be pretty great. So I have a cover order. Let's see if this thing will drop and give me that cover that I'm looking for. All right, I'm completely out of it. That puts me up $724, but I finished the day up $1,117, which is pretty good. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join in the room, and we talk a lot about trading. Thanks, guys.